let's talk about the rookie quarterback market. And there's 2 times that I pursue rookie quarterbacks. Now, when a quarterback is rookie, I pursue the ones with the most hype, right? The highest draft picks are often the most liquid, the most sought after, the ones with the most hope and hype attached to them. So right when new product comes out, I study that product to see how well it's graded in the past. So for instance, Optic Football is graded great. So that's a product I'm all in on, buying them raw, clean raw, grading them for the upside. High chance of getting a PSA 10, high chance of it becoming worth twice as much as it was when you bought it raw. So that's the first time that I pursue the rookie quarterbacks, is right with new product. If the product is grading well, which Donruss Optic Football tends to grade well. Absolute Football with the kabooms, thicker cards, does not grade well usually. So a lot harder to achieve that. So Optic Football is the first time that I'll pursue clean raw cards, grade them early on and move them as quickly as possible. That's one way that I pursue them. The second is after their freshman year, after their rookie season, if they've shown any promise, there's a strong probability that they have hope and hype attached to them. I call that the hope and hype period right after their first year with it, that teams and fans are hoping that they take that next step. So for instance, you had 2 years ago, you had Stroud, Richardson, and Bryce Young with them, all 3 of those. Now, Richardson and Bryce Young didn't have great first years, but there was still optimism. So what happened with those 3 players? Their prices and demand still went up after their rookie season. So you have this window after that first season. It's from when the season ends to usually right around national July, you gotta be out of them, because once preseason hits, there's another correction that takes place. That, like, you don't want to see them get injured, they don't play well, all that. There's too much downside, you gotta be out of the cards. So you had Daniels, May, Nix, Williams, Penix, JJ last year. Remember how Daniels was the most sought after, rookie entering his sophomore season potentially ever. We thought Stroud the year before was that. And then all of a sudden Daniels came along and showed such promise, and did so well. What happened to Daniels this year? He was set up that his prices could not have gone any higher in the short term. He would have had to win multiple Super Bowls to sustain that. So by the time the season started, anyone holding cards from Daniels was in a position where he either wins 3 Super Bowls and 10 years from now the cards will be worth more, or there's going to be a correction coming and they're all going to be worth less. So basically, you buy the cards after their first year, you study the ones. And so for instance, this year, I think Cam Ward, I think Dart, I think Tyler Shaw, and I think Shador are 4 that have shown enough to have that hope and hype that as soon as the season ends, there will be people pursuing them and wanting them, that you will now have that same window from basically the season ending through about July to buy these cards, to pursue these players. In my opinion, with it, there will be a lot of hope and hype and demand for those guys, that there's a window that they're not playing, they can't get hurt, they can't have stuff happen, right? In season that you're worried about, and in off season, technically prices can come down a little bit. So it's a perfect window to be buying these guys. And then as we get closer to training camp and football season, to be exiting all these guys, but you have to be out of them before the season starts.